What's going on, you guys? Today is June 1st, the beginning of Pride Month. And Pride Month makes me really think of a lot of things, but one of the main things that it brings to my attention and to my heart, right? It warms my soul, is this idea of like a vibrant life. Now, like if you were to imagine a black and white life, like you lose so much of the nuances that makes things interesting. So color, vibrancy, diversity, like these are not just like choices of aesthetic, right? But they're fundamental aspects of what I would consider a rich, healthy society, one that ultimately stands like in direct contrast to fascism. I don't think that anyone who dabbles in art can be pro-fascism. And there's a lot of examples, two main ones that I want to give, which is one of them was in fascist Germany. There was this term called degenerate art, and degenerate art was not to be tolerated. And I always think to myself, like, if Feral Comics was there now, what would my art be viewed as? It'd be degenerate art. There's no room for fascism in my space. Now, if you go further than that, if you look at fascist Italy, they also had this whole thing of promoting order and promoting nationalist ideas strictly through art. As a cartoonist, it doesn't miss me. When you look at the Comics Code Authority, that was the whole point of it, right? It was to create this propaganda arm for the US government and reinforcing the ideas and the concepts that they wanted to promote. And the reason why there's a difference is because like under fascism, like they actively hunt you, right? So like in fascist Germany, a lot of the artists that were making avant-garde kind of like weird counterculture stuff were taken to concentration camps, you know, or they had to flee their countries and try to, you know, ask for asylum and become refugees in other countries. So for me, when I think of pride, I think of like vibrancy, I think of diversity, I think of a celebration of different lifestyles, different communities, different cultures. Like it's a celebration of life. And like celebrating diversity doesn't take away anything from your lifestyle. At that, I really feel like it adds and enriches everyone else's lifestyles. Like for example, I like reading Marvel and I like reading DC. I recently just finished DC's Wonder Woman that I bought, as well as the Daredevil Born Again from Marvel. But after that, when I got my hands on that Heavy Metal magazine, man, was it refreshing. It really hit the spot because I had read so much of that other stuff. And the idea of like vibrancy is when colors clash and contrast, right? So that doesn't mean you don't want the whole color spectrum. It just means that you want them all like a very rich tapestry, right? Of just colors everywhere, and it makes each other pop, right? That's why they talk about like complementary colors, contrasting colors, and this whole color theory spectrum, right? Like in order for it to work, all the colors need to be invited, and it makes everything just much more beautiful and vibrant. And that's kind of what my thought was June 1st going into Pride Month. So moving forward, you know, in life, I hope that you guys gravitate to the idea of like wanting and yearning a vibrant and diverse life, and that you celebrate each other and know that through that celebration there is a resistance to hate and a resistance to like the monotony that people want you to live in, right? The box that they're trying to put you in. This idea of like connection with humanity, it's a big deal in a lot of different ways, and maybe we'll get into that some other time. But like humanity needs connection in order to just be at ease and feel like ourselves. And so anytime people are putting up walls to, you know, to like separate us and to like really segment us and isolate us and make us feel, you know, this alienation, it's something that we all need to just work against. And so be vibrant, be loud, be proud, be beautiful, like have fun. All that stuff is part of that resistance. And that's just what I was feeling today, and that was my thoughts. And so I just want to share it, man. And I hope it's well received. All right, you guys. Please enjoy today. Enjoy the whole month. Have fun in life. And love and be loved. And just celebrate each other. All right, you guys. Lights.